Hi guys, welcome. Thank you all for whoever takes the time to watch this video, and hopefully you'll watch it all the way through. There's things that need to be said, and a lot of people are just in fear to say it or don't know how to say it, and there's other people, and a lot of them, that just rather not say anything at all and just keep your opinion to yourself. But, there's a saying, you see something, say something. You hear something, see it, say something about it. Especially what we're going to discuss tonight that has just bothered me and bothered me and bothered me, and it needs to be talked about. So thank you all for being here to watch this video. Like I said, hopefully you'll watch it all the way through. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subbed and you watch this video, maybe you'll just come over and view our channel and our community. We have a great community. There's great folks there. My community is for victims and survivors, for anyone. I mean, it's not a true crime channel. It's I guess you would say, talk about anything kind of channel, a non-bullying channel, just open discussion to listen to these folks' courageous stories. And, there's a lot of tragedies that happens in our lives, and people want to go places they feel safe to discuss it, and they learn from other people's stories, and we can learn from you guys' stories. So what I wanted to talk about tonight is I've just been watching and discussed. And so we're going to speak on mental health and the way people downplay mental health. So I don't know, they're so back and forth with me. Mental health is so real. And there's more people that have mental health issues than not. There is some time in people that's not diagnosed with mental health problems, there's going to be a time in their life that they do get depression. And it may not be classified on paper as a mental health issue. I'm not saying depression, I'm saying it just could be a temporary thing from the loss of a loved one, a divorce, whatever the scenario is. The thing that's got me aggravated and disgusted tonight is what I've been seeing all day. It's just ridiculous. There is a mother, brother, wife, husband, girlfriend, kids, friends, cousins, aunts, uncle, grandparents. Somewhere tonight, someone is mourning over the loss of someone. Does it matter if it's natural or self-inflicted? Does it matter? Someone loves these people, especially God. And this is where I'm going with this. When someone chooses to self-inflict and to remove themselves from the situation, whatever it is they're going through, I can guarantee you when someone does that, they have been pushed by something. It's not always been pushed by someone, by something that has just made them feel like they just had no other choice. So you have a division. You have this group of people that call them names, that we don't care. They're on YouTube and they're destroying these people's characters after they've gone. And they're bringing in the biblical status of it. It doesn't give anyone what God says in the Bible. That means God will deal with each and every one of us. God never said you had a right to get on YouTube and judge someone because they have self-harmed themselves and they're no longer with us on this earth. What if it was your child? Would you be on YouTube saying the same thing that you're saying about someone else that made that fatal decision? Do you even care that their family could be watching? And they most likely are. Their children? What would your mom do? How do you think your mom or dad or anybody that loves you feel if it were you? How would you feel if it was your parent, your best friend, your child? Being your child, it doesn't matter what age they are. We are all God's children. No matter what we do in our lives, He still loves us. Who are you to judge? Who are you to decharacterize a human being that made such a fatal decision? That is not your place to deem them to hell. That is absolutely not your right. Of course, you have a right to your opinion. But what if it was you? Would your opinion be the same if you received that phone call? If a cop knocked on your door? Or if you walked in the bedroom and found your child? Would your opinion that you're spitting out of your mouth be the same as it is, because it's not your child and it's someone else's child? Someone else's father, mother, son, daughter, grandchild, niece, nephew, cousin, best friend, acquaintance, and co-worker. What gives anyone the damn right to get on social media and downgrade and decharacterize another human being? Because what if it were you? Oh, I guarantee you, unless you are downright stone, still, cold-hearted, you would not have that same attitude nor opinion. Some of you guys need to check yourselves. Some of you guys need to quit spitting God at people and go to God yourself. He's waiting on you. We've all done wrong in our life. We've all had faults. It's like, this is another example, and you see it all the time with some of these channels. They are ex-cons, so they drag a person that's in trouble actively with the law. They are ex-addicts, allegedly, but they're dragging an active addict. The proper child of God, the proper good-hearted person, the right thing would be to do if you are an ex-addict was to help the addict that you're dragging. Maybe show them the way that you did it. What helped you? Maybe help them get the resources. If one of your friends are being bullied, if one of your friends are being hurt by someone, step in, say something. Help them get the resources. Whether it's to a drug rehab, a counselor, a drug counselor, whether it's to a therapist because of their relationship, their mental illness. If you're so damn much better than they are because you changed your habit or whatever it is you changed, why are you not helping show them how you did it? That's what makes it better. What do you think, you're something? You think it's okay? You think God appreciates that you're downgrading and dragging one of His other children? You don't think you can be put right back in the same position of the things you're doing to other people? Go ahead and say it. Oh no, because I'm in control. Well, who was in control when you were in these situations? Who was in control? You guys are picking and dragging on people that are still trying to find their place in life. They're trying to fit in. And I don't give a damn what any of you say. Mental illness is real. People don't come to YouTube to get picked on. People don't come on social media for you to dox them and drag them and to call them names, body shame them, destroy their character. You look stupid. It looks insane. Especially when people know you guys' records. But what do? You project and deflect away from you and have a group of subscribers and viewers that love to, they think it's funny. If you guys are sub to these kind of channels and you're part of destroying another human being, oh yeah, we can go ahead and say get off of YouTube, get off of social media. I agree with the fact is, if social media is putting your physical body in distress and destroying your mental health, I have said and would suggest, yes, please don't let it get you to the point. You're beautiful, you're strong, you're courageous, you're human, you're God's child. Don't let a nasty person, do not let Satan bring you to no return. But why is it fair that we have to get, or these guys being affected have to get off YouTube? Get your ass off of YouTube. Stop waking up every morning trying to figure out the next live or the next video or clip you're going to have to mentally or physically destroy another human being. And then tell them, if I'm hurting you, get off of YouTube. It's disgusting. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? What do you really get out of dragging people? Let me tell you guys something. This is funny. This is one of the funny ones I see happening. So you have this creator that has all these subscribers, right? Then you have a newer creator that's friends, or whatever, that wants to build their channel, so they fake friendships with this big creator, and they brag on them, and they share their links, and they just da-da-da, right? I hope you guys are following me. So then the smaller creator starts getting bigger because they're using the bigger creator to get their channel going, right? So then they start the bullying. You know what's so funny to me is I heard one of these same people that I'm talking about, they're downgrading and downplaying somebody they call a troll that has a good opinion. People like this bullies and stuff do not like to be called out, and they don't give a damn about our opinion, right? Because then they're going to drag you, block you, put you in timeout like we're in school, correct? So this is my thing. The channel that they don't see they're being used, these big creators. So these little creators trying to use the big creator's name, giving them, building and swelling their heads, and the big channels are like, oh, I'm getting support, and really that's what the smaller creator was doing. Is all that you were doing was giving that bigger channel just more subs and viewers and all this, correct? I know you people are following. So then this smaller creator that used the bigger creator acting as if they really like them, because you know what happens, guys. Y'all are intelligent, smart enough to know in the end they start bashing one another, right? We've seen it over and over. But it's all about the drama sells. So anyway, you're supposed to be friends, right? So this creator helped you get your channel built, unknowingly that you were just using him, but anyway, or her. But anyway, so the position that this creator may be in, that you're acting like you're friends with, just to get your channel growing, and then you'll turn on them. This creator's going through something that oh, I'm so sorry, I'll always be here for you, da-da-da. But then yet, in your same channel, I hope I'm saying this right. So, you got the smaller creator, you guys got that. Okay, so then all of a sudden, just say for instance, this creator has a addiction of something. So the smaller creator that used this bigger creator's name to get big, that's all they're doing. They don't really care about them. They're just, of course, finding their own fame, right? So, say for instance, they have an addiction of something, or they're in trouble, whatever it might be. And so I'll always be here, call me any time of the night. But then yet, they're on their channel downing the same kind of people. Am I making sense, guys? You're saying you love this big channel because, again, you're using them for your own fame to get big, to grow your channel, because in the end, you will turn on them. After you get big, you'll forget about them. That's normally how it works, right, guys? It's kind of like the old saying. you don't never see your friends and family, but if you hit the lottery, you're gonna have family you've never even known about. You get the point. So it just disgusts me, because I'm sitting here going, are they really downing somebody and ridiculing and just dragging them out on social media where millions of people can see how they're hurting another human being, another one of God's children, for absolutely no reason? They're making up lies on them. They're just picking channels, just say, oh yeah, their channel will never grow. They're shitty. They're not as smart as me. You know what it is there is some real people in this world that have a heart and soul, and we believe in doing the right thing. It's one thing to call someone out. It's another thing to call someone names and to act like you're so much better than them. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring up the fact that it's just disgusting how I heard this little channel that's using the big channel, and I heard them talking about how they will always be there for them, blah, blah, blah. And then this little channel that's using the big channel to grow is just on there just trashing people that has the same exact problem. This creator is dragging and bashing people that has the same problem as the big creator's channel that they're using to get big has, where they just told them they understand, we got to get you right, we're going to be here for you, we love you, we don't judge you, but yet you just turned around on your own channel, on your own live, and drug another person that has the same exact issue. So that's your true color show, and it plainly shows you're using that channel. What are you doing? Who are you? Maybe you want to ask me that. Who am I? I'm real. I have a heart. If I hurt someone because they misunderstand something, I know how to say I'm sorry. Or, no, hold on, you misunderstood. I don't find it to go to bed at night and dreaming about how I can wake up and hurt someone else and act like I'm better than someone else. Because in the end, God, when you're kneeling in front of Him one by one, all of us, He's not going to sit there and talk to you about how much prettier or how much richer or what kind of car you drive was better or how your hair looked so good this color and how big or skinny you are. He's not going to talk to you about all that. So that little, you look better than this person, or they're fat and ugly, or they look anorexic, they need to eat, whatever, all that. God is not fixing to be having a conversation with us with all that. But don't get me wrong. He's going to remind us of the way we treated people. And you know, right now you think it's a joke, you don't care. And I would never condemn anyone to hell. But do you know where you're going? I don't. I couldn't lie right here today and tell you. I know where I want to go, and I know I work really hard at being a good person, but that doesn't get me to heaven. Having faith and believing and being good. You're following God's rules, the commandments. Not waking up every day just thinking of how I can intentionally piss off God and break every commandment, plus 10 more. But somewhere along the way, you forgot, as I said in the beginning of this, the person you're online today making fun of, tomorrow, when they're not with us anymore, you're going to say, oh, they're this, they're that, they're the coward, ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't have... You know why? Because you have problems that you as a man or woman, you should stay off of social media. Because karma's going to come around. Karma's good or karma's bad, tenfold. But when you're making fun of somebody's child that's no longer here, somebody's father or mother that's no longer here, son or daughter or whoever, God still loves them. And He nowhere in the book He written does it say that you have a right on earth to go ahead and condemn his child to hell, or to make fun of and do what you're doing, because it can be placed right back in your lap. So ask yourself, you're the coward, not the person that took themselves. They'll be dealt with just like we are. You don't have a right to count someone else's sins. The problem is you're deflecting away from your own sins, and you're too worried about somebody else's. I would suggest that you start asking for forgiveness for your own sins and the disgusting crap that comes out of your mouth to destroy another human being that belongs to God. But what if it's your child, your mother? Would you be saying the same thing on social media where millions of people can see you drag another human being? I want to see you on social media the next downfall you have. Because I've done seen it. I've seen so much shit. Oh my God, they're at the hospital. Oh my God, they're this and that. Oh my God, me. But you didn't think about that when it was them. Him or her or they or them. Whoever. We all belong to the same man. Some of you forgot that. You are no better than the next person. Your crimes are no different than the next person. And the meaning of you're a criminal, you're a criminal. No matter if your crime was petty theft and theirs was grand theft, you're still a thief. If they get perjury for lying and you told a white lie and they told a great big lie, you're still a liar. Stop trying to project and deflect away from who you are, because that's what you guys, you bullies, straight assholes out here just trying to hurt people just because you think you can. I promise you, count your days, because God's watching. And I don't want to see you on YouTube or any social media platform. I don't want to see you on here talking about you need prayers because now it's your people. Because I just listened to how you guys just downgraded disgustingly, where millions of people could see another person's family member, someone else's son, someone else's father, someone else's mother, someone else's daughter, their mother, their father, their whatever, their best friend. But you kind of people think that's cool. We're the ones in our communities that's going to sit back and pray for you. And even when you want to get on your channel and talk about your own personal tragedy, good people will pray for you. But they also say, I told you so. We all see the wrath of karma. Good or bad. Karma comes either way. What do you choose? Do you want it to come good tenfold? Or you're going to keep on going because nothing's happened yet? Well, it will. It will. So again, before I go, what gives you the right to condemn anyone of God's children to a place? He never gave us that right. And what if it was your family? When it happens to you, are you going to say the same things about your own child or your own family member just because God says it's a sin? Because I can almost guarantee you, unless you're scum of the earth, you are going to be on your bending knees crying and praying and all this. But you're not doing that for God's child now because it's somebody you don't like. You don't even know this person. These people out here that you drag and stuff, you've never even personally met them. You start a community, say true crime community. They start a community for true crime because we want to watch you because we think you're trying to help solve a case or bring attention to the world of what's going on with these children that are missing or parents unaliving them, Then it turns into nothing but a straight Let's attack people with mental illnesses or people that are active addicts trying to find a place in this world, trying to get better. But they can't, and you'll say it's not part of you, but it is you. You are part of the problem. God have mercy on your soul. We're all sinners, but there's some of us out here that do not back up people like you guys. And those people in these other communities you think are your buddies, think again. You know who you are. You've been different creators' friends, supposedly, which really you've never met, barely speak, but you say you're friends, right? You can have real friendships. Become like family. God puts people in our lives for two reasons, a blessing or a lesson. Which one do you want to be? Because what I'm saying, God taught me a lesson. With you, He did not send me a blessing. He did. He sent me a blessing to know who to stay away from, and to expose for my people to know to stay away from. There's just people out here you guys better know will stand up to you. We're not backing down. If you're in true crime, do that. Do you think we would want an officer or a judge or a lawyer, somebody in the higher end? Do you think we'd want them on YouTube on their time? Say a cop and he's off of work or she's off of work and they're just dragging the person they arrested. I hope they just need to take themselves out. Or this person I arrested, say it's an officer, and they have a YouTube channel. They're on there every day after work. You think they're going to have a job? No. Their boss is going to find out. They're going to fire them. That's not what our job is, not to get on here and destroy other people. And then you want to sit there once they're gone and say that you didn't have nothing to do with it. Because you're trying to backpedal and backtrack of all the things you did to that person. That 99% of the time you've never even met. You don't even know them. There's people on here that I've seen that I really believe is telling the wholehearted truth. And you guys, just to get fame and clicks and views and money, you drag them because people like drama. Think about it. If you're driving down the road and you pull in a Walmart and you see a fight, you're going to about hit another car. You're going to miss your turn. You're going to stop and jump out and be like, oh, you're going to... That's what happens on social media. A lot of your subscribers, you say your friend, they're there for the action. Action and drama sells. Hurting people sells. And if that's who I had to be in life to make $1, I'm fixing to die the poorest individual in this world, because I would not ever want $1 off of someone's pain. You have a sickness, you need to admit it. The reason you're on here treating people, you guys that are doing it, the reason you're on here bashing and hurting people with mental illness is because you actually have, allegedly, you actually have your own mental illness problems, or you wouldn't be acting the way that you're acting. But newsflash, I am diagnosed with 3 different things and I don't treat people like you. So stop using it as an excuse and start learning how to build one another up, or get your asses off of YouTube and stop telling people that you're hurting, that they need to get out. They shouldn't have to leave YouTube because you want to try to destroy them. And for you guys that these people are hurting, let's come together. Let's come together and bring these folks down. I will walk you through it just as long as it's God's willing. I will walk with you hand in hand. We can do this. It is time for this to stop. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. If you don't want to like, I don't care. If you don't want to sub, I don't care about that. It's quality, baby, not quantity. I'm not in it for anything but to be good to people and help people and try to change a life one day at a time. You guys that's willing to be a part of this, let's get together and put our heads together and stop this mess that's going on. Someone in this social media somewhere can stop these creators and people that are just downright destroying other people and then telling them to get off of YouTube. This needs to stop, and YouTube needs to monitor this better. Eventually, it's going to end up in the legislators' hands, and there's going to be a stop to this mess. Yes, in some states, you bullies, you people that hurt people and make fun of them when they've hurt themselves, let me tell you something. In a lot of states, you better sit down before you jump on there and hit that live button on StreamYard, Restream, or whatever you're using. You better start looking up all the states in the United States, finding out what the laws are on bullying and defamation, and even if you've never met them and then something happens to them, if their family members can come after you, because a lot of states will allow the restitution, and charges can be brought on you for participating in the things your part and what you've done in your community. Remember, people are screenshotting, screen sharing, people are I didn't mean screen share. I meant they're screen recording, and they're constantly, by the time you private your video or try to move it down, thousands of people has already clipped it. So you're not going to get away with it. So I'd suggest you look up the laws in the states of the people that you're doxing and bullying and mentally and physically destroying. And then the family, the mother that's on her knees, or the minor children that's crying over their parent or their family member, no matter how they left this world, and those little children happen to see or hear about you destroying the character of someone they loved, how would you feel? I don't think you would, because I don't think you have it in you to give a damn about hurting someone else. Did you stop and think before you destroyed that person of those children? I mean, like my children are grown, but you don't think even them being grown it would hurt them? Just because someone sins or self-inflicts on themselves, no matter what, you have a right to say what you want to say to a certain extent. This shit needs to stop. So I'm asking all of you guys that back me up and want to be a part of this, we need to come together, build our communities to destroy them. It's not about numbers. It's not about clicks. It's not about views. It's about helping one person at a time. Helping people survive and learn how to strive and be what they want to be in this world. Help them fix their crowns. Lift them up. Not help people destroy help them at continuing being destroyed what they're already fighting with their own demons and their own trials, their own tragedies. And they just come to YouTube to have a place to go to talk and meet people. Same thing you were supposed to be doing. And you did. You got on and met people that you found you a group that would back you up. The only reason you creators are continuing what you're doing to other people that aren't even bothering you, some of these people y'all hurt don't even know who you are. But you can be brought down. And people are coming together. That's all I ask of you people. Please share this video. If you're being attacked or whatever's happening to you, yes, it's human like that. We want to retaliate. But I would just say in suggestion, I can't tell you guys what to do, but in suggestion, all they're doing is laughing when you do that. Say what you need to say and forget them. Because eventually a lot of these subscribers, members, viewers, Patreons, all the stuff that they have, these people will open up. They will open their eyes and see. You know, I was just there for the laugh and the action and the drama. I know most people I know in my life, people I know on YouTube, they like a good drama action movie before they like a good love story, right? That's boring. They want to see the fight. They want to see the tears. But when it's their tears and their trials and tragedies, they want us same people that they've hurt and tried to destroy to pray for them, which we should. That's God's way. But they want people to feel sorry for them after they've set and destroyed and destroyed and destroyed. And then when something happens to the people they've hurt, they don't want to take any blame whatsoever. It's narcissistic. Just stay away, guys, from these types of people. They're only hurting you more. And if it's not you today, it could be you tomorrow. They're not worth it. I love each and every one of you, and I just ask you to please watch this video and share it. And if you like this content and you think you want to be a part of this community, please come over and check us out at Devoted Survivor Warrior Strong. We would love to have you, and if there's anything, I am not a judgmental person. I do not judge people. Like I said, it's one thing for someone to do something and call them out. That's who I am, because I'm not fake. But when you're people who say, okay, I was wrong, and you take your fault, and you're showing that you can take blame for what you've had falls in, and you understand that, yeah, you've done your part, and you've apologized and moved on. These people are laughing, honey, but you did your part. That's the thing. Accept your own faults. And for these bullying channels and all, that's what their problem is. They want to project and deflect who they truly are on everybody else, because they can't stand to look themselves in the mirror. I love you guys. Love to have you come over and check us out. And I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I'll see you soon. Signing out. Devoted Survivor, a.k.a. Mary. God bless you all. Love you. See you soon. Remember, be nice to people. Doesn't cost a thing.